Go fruit yourself.
Hey everybody, it's Freelee BananaGirl here. Welcome to another video. So today isn't going to be a vlog. I actually woke up this morning to see that Boogie had seen the video that I made about him yesterday and he had tweeted about it. And of course, Boogie doesn't understand a high carb vegan lifestyle, so he understandably had some reservations, and one in particular, the fact that he is diabetic. So I thought I'm going to gather, some footage off the internet, make it into a video, and hopefully help instill confidence in Boogie about this lifestyle and people who are in a similar position to him. Just to show that it's such a healing lifestyle. The fact is, a high carb vegan diet lifestyle has been shown, has been proven scientifically to reverse type 2 diabetes. Okay, the stats are there. It's been shown time and time again to reverse type 2 diabetes and shown to help manage type 1 diabetes. I know a number of people who are thriving on this lifestyle and who are type 1 diabetics. So the proof is in the pudding, in the banana pudding, in the rice pudding. The proof is there. So hopefully this video is going to help a lot. And I just want to thank all of you fruit bats who went over to his video, over to his channel, and spread the message, because you guys are the ones who actually helped Boogie to see the video that I made, and hopefully we can help save this guy's life. So thank you so much. I love the vegan community so much, because we band together to help people, help the animals, and help the environment. It might be a small community, but God, it's such a good community, so close-knit, and I can't tell you how grateful I am to be part of it. I've never been part of such an amazing community like this. So thank you so much for your support and for helping Boogie. All right, so I'll put together a little bit of this information, and I really hope it helps. Boogie, I hope you're watching this. Please take notes. All right, check it out.
Type 2 diabetes is the leading cause of heart disease and stroke in this country, and being diagnosed can feel like a life sentence.
But a Houston cardiologist says you can reverse type 2 diabetes and heart disease if you're willing to make some dramatic changes. Health Watch reporter Beth Gallup has the story.
Get rid of insulin, control blood sugar, minimize medication in just a few days. Sound too good to be true? Rosalie Isles did it. She was hospitalized, overweight, suffering from hypertension and high blood pressure when she met Dr. Baxter Montgomery, and he immediately put her on a special diet.
But 3 days after I went on this diet, I was taken off the insulin. I had been on insulin since 1987. I no longer take insulin.
By getting on a plant-based diet and getting her completely off animal flesh, it allowed us to get off the insulin, and it allows her to lose weight.
Rosalie says she lost 35 pounds in 2 months and reversed her heart disease. This is Rosalie before the diet. Now, at the age of 81, she's confident enough to model in fashion shows.
I feel like a different person. Ever since I started coming to Dr. Montgomery, my life has been different. I'm completely changed.
The dreaded scale.
Victor Fuller had just undergone his second life-saving open heart surgery when he turned to Dr. Montgomery. The diet helped him get his heart disease under better control. He no longer has type 2 diabetes, and he lost 50 pounds.
At first, it was a little shaky there. I didn't want to do it because I'm a meat and potatoes man. But then after he told me the ins and out of what it could do for my body, how it could cleanse my body, then I gave it a try.
The weight loss is very nice and it's cosmetic, but the real magic has happened under the hood with him. Someone with the amount of vascular disease that he has should not function at nearly the capacity that he functions at. And it's because of the lifestyle change that he's made is what has gotten him to that point.
Well, I was taking 13 medications. I'm down to 4. My diabetes is under control.
This plan requires some pretty serious dietary changes. Dr. Montgomery encourages people to load up on things like fresh fruit and vegetables, avoiding all animal products.
Individuals come and they have advanced illness. One of the first things you want to do is remove animal flesh from their system and dairy products, because it puts an extra burden and the body's not able to digest it.
Since food often affects us psychologically, it may help to look at it beyond flavor or even texture.
But if one were to eat a cheeseburger now, it would probably taste good for that moment, but from that point on, you only get the adverse effects of that cheeseburger.
Victor and Rosalie let go of cheeseburgers and say it worked.
I only put what I'm supposed to eat in my refrigerator freezer, and pantry. That's the best way you can do it. Don't bring anything into your house that you can't have.
Thank God for the pleasure of meeting Dr. Montgomery, because he's changed my life.
So an interesting point to make is if you look at the cultures that eat the most fruit and the most starches, the Asian cultures, they have the lowest rate of diabetes. But if they move to the Western countries like Australia and America and start eating the same diet, their rate of diabetes goes way up. It's not a coincidence.
If you look within this country, vegetarians have less diabetes than non-vegetarians. So our first diet trial, we used a vegetarian diet. We used a vegan diet. Now, vegans are not people from the planet Vegas. A vegan diet means totally vegetarian. No meat, no dairy, no eggs. And we also kept oils really low. And we compared that to a diet following the American Diabetes Association guidelines. And you know what that is. It's don't eat too much carbohydrate, try to keep the carbohydrate fairly stable from day to day. Don't eat too much fat, and if you need to lose weight, cut calories. Well, we did a head-to-head test. The vegans won hands down. Their blood sugars dropped more, their weight dropped more, their cholesterols dropped more, and despite the fact that it was a small pilot study, the results were significant, and so we published them in 1999 in a journal called Preventive Medicine.
We wanted to see what would happen if 6 diabetics followed a whole, raw, live foods diet for 30 days. A nationwide search was undertaken to find those eating the typical standard American diet, the SAD diet, and here's what happened. The results were unbelievable. By the end of the 30-day period, their blood sugar had stabilized and they had effectively reversed their diabetes.
Hello there, beautiful people. Just been into Mount Barker to see the doctors and to get the results of my blood test, and I'm absolutely delighted with the results. I think I've only been on this lifestyle now for around 2 months, but there's been a huge change, and from the pages and pages of things I've got tested for, I'll just give you a few of the main ones that I'm really happy with, and the main 2 for me was the diabetes type 2, and that has been reversed now. You know, it's just unbelievable. You know, what you can do in a short space of time.
In diabetes, there's too much sugar in the blood. And up until now, people with diabetes have said, well, too much sugar in my blood, don't eat sugar. Well, we reasoned that in countries like China, Japan, Thailand, Cambodia, where it's a very high carbohydrate diet but a very low fat diet, given that they have the lowest diabetes rates in the world, we thought it's not carbohydrate. The problem has to do with fat. Those fats get into the cells, that causes that insulin resistance, so the diet should be getting the fat out of the cells so insulin can work again. Type 2 diabetes used to be called adult onset. The problem is that the insulin, which is this hormone that acts like a key to let the sugar out of the blood into the muscle cells, where it can power your movements, that insulin key isn't working very well. Starting in 2003, the US government funded my team to test a totally vegan diet. I'm talking about no animal products at all, but it wasn't a low-carb diet at all. People could eat rice and pasta all they wanted, and it worked dramatically well, better than a more conventional diabetes diet. People lost weight, their blood sugars came down, their cholesterols fell, and oddly enough, they found it easier to follow this kind of diet because we didn't make them count calories. They could eat as much as they wanted. Type 1 diabetes used to be called childhood onset. The cells that make insulin are dead. And so if a person already has type 1 diabetes, if you put them on a healthy vegan diet, that will reduce the likelihood of complications. There are researchers who now believe that one of the big triggers for type 1 diabetes is dairy products. It turns out that proteins in cow's milk, the body recognizes them as foreign proteins. The body makes antibodies to destroy them. Those same antibodies then destroy the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. And there's a major study right now that's nailing down whether, if kids are breastfed and they are not given a cow's milk protein at all during infancy, that we might be able to reduce the risk of type 1 diabetes. The evidence so far says that's exactly right.
You put 20 diabetics, for example, on even a near vegetarian diet, and in 16 days, half don't even need to take insulin anymore, and those who do are on half the dose. And that's after only about 2 weeks. A randomized, controlled clinical trial put the official American Diabetes Association diabetic diet versus the vegan diet head-to-head. The ADA diet slowed the progression of the disease such that their diabetes was just a tiny bit worse at the end of the study period. But on the vegan diet, their diabetes actually got better, significantly better. Just think how many lives eating vegan could save. How many lives, eyes, kidneys, feet, and families.
Okay, Freebird, so that's the end of the video. I hope it was helpful. Boogie, I know you're watching. Look, the ball is in your court now. This is all we can do is present you with this information. We've shown you that a high-carb vegan lifestyle helps you lose weight, helps you get healthy, reverses type 2 diabetes. What more can you ask for? So it's really up to you to step up and take your health responsibility into your own hands. You know, but at the end of the day, some people would rather die than change their lifestyle. I hope you're not one of those people. Like, I hope you really, take this seriously. We don't want to see you check off the planet, long before you have to. And for those who have type 2 diabetes, please get Neil Bernard's book. His program has been scientifically proven to reverse type 2 diabetes. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to the doctors. It's scientifically proven. So, yeah, I hope that helps. I hope the video helped a lot. And I will see you all you fruit bats, on Monday. So don't forget to go fruit or root yourself, and have a great weekend.
Banana Girl. Go fruit yourself.